Hey guys, Wee Woo here. I'm going to do this all in one take, so I apologize if there's any stops or breaks in the communication, but this is going to serve as the March channel update video. First and foremost, I'm going to start ticking down every subsequent video by 3 days. For example, last month's was the 15th. This one's going to come out on the 12th. April's will come on the 9th, May on the 6th, and then June will be on the 1st. And I want to start doing this at the beginning of the month to set my expectations forward for the entirety of the month because I just think that would be better. Also, the footage behind us is a TM operation from the Thursday of the 11th of March because I thought that'd be fitting, and I've been cleaning out my footage real quick, and everything else that I want to use would be used in a different video. But let's begin. So overall, in terms of how the channel's doing, we're kind of on the downturn because the YouTube algorithm has decided that I am no longer relevant. This was all rode up because at the end of January we released the simple civilian trolling video. That went viral, and then throughout February, Spiffing Brit released a few tips and tricks for community polls and shorts, which everyone rode to high heck, and then YouTube actually started doing some nerfs on the benefits to both of those things. And after that, with the virality of I don't think that's how you say that word, but basically with simple civilian trolling, being over a month old, that stopped getting recommended to people, and now the channel, even with everything I've tried to do, is now going sharply on the decline in terms of viewership, subs, and whatnot. So we'll see where it stabilizes. I am a little worried about where things go because of reasons I'll get into, but we're on the downward trend is what I'm trying to explain, but I'm still going to keep everything I've been doing going for the time being, and I'll explain the background of why. So IRL-wise, Bloodwayne wants to move in with me in a townhouse around late May. Mid at best, but it's going to be late, and I'll explain why. In order to do that, we have to have a 20% down payment on a mortgage because that's how it works. If you don't do 20%, then you have to pay a lot more money long term, and that increases our budget, and I need to minimize the budget as much as possible because YouTube being very varied like it is, I want to keep those numbers as low as possible because otherwise I don't want to get bit in the ass for a month because YouTube is YouTube. And even though I don't like it to be that depended upon, I don't want just minimize your risks. It's any business habit there. But to meet with Bloodwayne's deadline on that date, I've been having to pull out every trick out of my hat to get the remaining money. I used to have the money, and then COVID destroyed my investments, and basically, I'm an idiot, but, lesson learned early on in life so I don't make it later in life, but still, I'm still, excuse me, recovering from that financially, but I'll still be able to make it as long as I continue to put everything down. So I'm working on, consulting gigs. I have another job right now, which I work in the mornings on, though that's going to fall apart any day now because my boss's boss hates me, but that's besides the point. I've already explained that one. And we also have Pay for Pain tomorrow, and a lot of people are excited for that because some of the crazy stuff we're building for it is phenomenal. And just as a reminder, guys, this video will come out around 5:30 or 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We should be on the tail end of EU Friday Night Fights, and then in between EU and NA branches for FNF, I'll be doing some more Pay for Pain development. So if you want to come in and see some of the abominations we've been creating and see the menu for Pay for Pain, feel free to come on to twitch.tv/Lcpl Liru. But otherwise, I'm doing my best to meet those deadlines because Twitch and YouTube, they don't pay you, the day of. YouTube will pay you let's say for February, they'll pay out what you made in February on the 22nd of March. It's always the 22nd when the AdSense revenue comes out. And then Twitch, it's 45 days after for partners, I believe, which will either be on the top of the month or the 15th. So I have to make all the money, at least from YouTube and Twitch-wise, by the end of April to make it in time for May, because May is when, the payouts will come out. But I'm also, again, working on other stuff. So I'm debating, we're probably going to see another, mini Pay for Pain for Paw Patrol, sometime in early May. So we'll have two pay-to-pains close by. And it's also because United US is going to release another stimulus check. So yay, free money. But I'm going to try to capitalize on that a little bit. So hopefully that'll be enough. But, I'll give another update on the April video, which will be in 27 days, give or take, for how things are going with that regard and if everything's lined up to where I want to. And we'll see how hard YouTube falls and what needs to go off on that. But speaking of YouTube, I've started going on a 5 upload a day track just to kind of vary out the viewership throughout the day. And I've learned a lot on how the YouTube algorithm works with that, and I will conclude the findings by the end of this month, but I'm going to keep doing 5 uploads a day till the end of the month. There's a new YouTuber out there, Rubik's Raptor, who's grown pretty well by doing a different video release schedule, and I'm going to analyze how his channel's doing while I'm doing this, because now that I'm going to move in somewhere and spend a lot of time with Bloodwayne, she hates it when I'm on the computer all the time, so I might completely change how I do the uploading scheme for Liru the Lance Corporal. If I find that if you only upload once every few days or once a day for like 1 or 2 videos, I might just change to that. And I'll explain more of the logic behind it next channel update, because that's when I'll have all the data, because right now I have some good guesses, but I'm not going to know until I see how everything works, and YouTube's released a lot more features so I can see the metadata and I can compare statistics on Social Blade, even though it's not 100% accurate, but I can at least check. So we'll just have to see how things go in that regard. But we're not going to lose any content because everything is still posted on the VODs video, but it'll just be a shifting of fan bases to certain channels where all the content that they'd want is, because if I need to spearfish with videos that I know are going to do well on the main channel so I can grow the main channel to keep the revenue, I have to make that decision, because the revenue is very important now, because I'm going from a place where I'm living for free right now because COVID screwed me over to a place where I will have to budget things again, back like when I was in college a year ago before the COVID thing hit. So just some of the background IRL stuff. Speaking about the VODs channel, I know a long time ago I promised that I'd never put ads on it, but I had to break that promise because I have to maximize my revenue right now. And it's nothing too big. It's just a skippable ad at the beginning of the video, and that's it. And then at the end of the video, if you even make it that long, another ad will play. But by then, you've tabbed to another video, so it doesn't matter. That's going to get me an extra, like, $100 a month tops, which normally I wouldn't care about, but that's like pay my phone bill money, or something else like that. So it pays a bill, and again, now that I'm transitioning from having little to no expenses to having 2 to 3K expense paid every month for mortgage and retirement fund and all that stuff, because I'm technically self-employed, I have to consider these things, and I apologize that I've had to break my word there, but I have to, because YouTube algorithm is a rigged bitch. And I'm also trying to train myself to stop cussing, because I've noticed that that's actually also a major factor with the algorithm now, and it's been getting more prominent, so I have to go and kind of change how I say stuff and whatnot. So I'm doing my best there, but it's a slow process. But we're going to keep doing the 5 video upload scheme on the main channel to the end of the month, and then I'll reassess. I'll probably also keep it till the 9th, and then after that update video comes out, then the switch will happen, and I'll experiment with how things go. But 2 highlights: a Zeus video, an FNF or PvP commentary video, and then the 5th video is a small tutorial, a short, one information video like this one, or an on-the-ground video. Again, to keep everything super varied. If the algorithm actually worked and you were to post, varied content, then theoretically viewership should be through the roof. But because ARMA is such a niche category, and the fact that YouTube doesn't even detect ARMA as a game anymore, because ARMA got purged back in 2018 with my channel when it got blacklisted under military content, ARMA nothing gets flagged as Arma on the channel. The YouTube bot thinks it's Squad or GTA 5. It thought one of my videos was Fortnite, which was pretty funny. It thinks all my dev streams are space engineers. It's annoying, but that's the world I live in. This is the choice I make. I, again, have to spearfish stuff. And there are YouTubers out there that have shown me that it is possible to still be prominent with the game, but you still have to vary the content, which is why I want to get into the Star Wars Squad mod and a few other things. But that all is going to take time, and I need to have the time. So that's why uploading less would help me in the long run, especially since that favors the algorithm. Because to explain, I didn't say I would explain it, but I'll touch on it real quick. If you post 5 videos a day, and 2 of them do really well, and then 2 of them do meh, and then 1 of them does really well again, your average is 3/5 good to meh. Whereas if you just post 2 good videos, then that's, the YouTube algorithm sees that they're good. It also means, how would I put it? If you divide your viewership among 5 different videos and they all score, somewhat good, but you have 2 videos that get really high, like 10,000 views in the beginning, like hour or 2, then YouTube's going to think those videos are popular and just recommend them more because of how quickly they're growing traction. So I think I'm shooting myself in the foot when I do this much uploading, is what I'm trying to say. But again, I'm going to keep this experiment up, get some proper data, and then I'll report on it next channel update. But otherwise, let's see. In terms of content, we finished Banganam. Actually, let me do this in order. So Sundays, Public Ops. We're gonna start Syndicate campaign within a week or 2. Hopefully, if everything is fine, we'll probably start it this Sunday. But I might have to delay it again last second because I'm focusing a lot on Pay for Pain right now. And then the T3 campaign, Namalsk is ready to go, but I might delay it because we did a new T3 rotation. We promoted a lot of new guys. So I might have, I have 2 or 3 ops I can do to kind of promote their unity, and then we can run the campaign, because throwing them in the Namalsk campaign early on is probably not going to be helpful for the new guys. So small delays, but for, reasons as stated. Mondays. We do the 2 operations. Chernarus Russian 2020 campaign, we still have like 2 months worth of ops to do on that. And then the second videos, the bonus videos, I've been posting those ideas. Minecraft, even though that's going to take a while to develop because that's worthy of its own video. But, some stuff with, experimental assets from 40K and combine it with other universes to do like, Tyranid stuff or StarCraft or, whatever I feel like because it's fun. But that's going to keep going as it is. Tuesday, starting next week, I'm going to get back with House Aiden, and we're going to continue on Mandalorian stuff. I'm probably not going to continue the contracting campaign, though, because that balance has been completely scuffed, and I just cannot find a way to recover it. So we're going to continue on the experiment op I did, where we combine it with Star Wars Empire at War footage, and we pretend we're doing a Rise of the Mandalorians campaign through that, and that means we can run 2 to 3 missions in Update and go from there. Also, I intend to get back with Natty's Goons and start working with them again. Oh, shit. I wasn't supposed to say their name. You don't know who that is. Don't worry. But there's another group I work on Tuesdays. I did an SCP up with them. And, oops. Well, no one's going to watch this anyway, so it doesn't matter. And I might also alternate that date with a new thing that OFCRA is doing, where they're doing 25-man, 1-life infantry rounds. So we'll do 2 of those a month and then 2 of the other thing I mentioned a month, and we'll alternate based off of that. And then I'm also doing a late-night Tuesday operation in TSB on off-prime hours to, just have fun with smaller-scale stuff. And that's where we've been doing, like the StarCraft op, for example. We ran that. We ran a late-night Vietnam op, but I'm going to make that a weekly thing as well because it helps vary the Zeus content. Wednesdays, new Star Wars campaign for the 506th. They voted Star Wars to replace Banganon Incident, so we'll see what they decide on for what they want to play as a sub-faction. I've offered Imperials, Rebels, CIS, Republic, and they also poked their head ups when I said Mandalorian, so we might do 2 different Mandalorian community things, but we'll see how that goes. What else do we do Wednesday? Usually I just reserve that day for some underground stuff, and we also bi-weekly have a TSB op, because I alternate between Zeusing for the 506 and Zeusing for TSB. We're going to start a CIA 1979 campaign this coming week, and run that for like 6 or 7 ops, so that'll be 14, 3, 6, 9, 12, a few months, definitely. We'll see how that goes. But a lot of research a few months ago went into that one to make the arsenals and whatnot for, a CIA style. You can choose most of the guns up to that time, but it's something interesting to go on that regard. Thursdays, going to keep up with OFCRA PvP commentary. We're going to keep up with Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol next week wants another Checkpoint RP op, and then later down the line, I'll also give them a pay for paying just to mess with them. And then TMTM, I'll keep playing late night if I am in the mood, because sometimes I'm not in the mood because I am like ready to pass out and die. So Friday, continue on with FNF. Saturday right now, I've been doing some special stuff, such as some additional Friday Night Fight stuff if they have ops. Multi-community ops. We ran the Vietnam 80-person op. That was great. I have the next one coming up, and we're also upgrading TSB's main server to handle up to 100 players, and we're also doing headless client testing. Despite them burning down, we got new ones, and we're working with them. And again, to answer people's questions on the previous video, no one got hurt in the fire, thank God. But we're going to start doing potentially 2 multi-community ops every month. One for Camp Rogaine, which is where the Vietnam framework is, which will be 80 people, and then TSB will host its own, which can go up to 100 people. But I have a lot of cool stuff I want to do with that. But I haven't decided officially on 100 yet. I might cap it out at 90, but we'll see. I'm still doing some research on some heavier player count stuff. And then that's it for Saturday, but I still want to be able to have some free time on those dates. And then also this Saturday, TMTM's having a special op at 10 p.m. I'll be going to that as well. But yeah, that's how everything is going in terms of content and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty fun to see where the channel's going right now, despite YouTube falling. But I feel, how do I put this? The past few months, I've been really depressed on where everything's going and really stressed for the future. But now that everything's kind of going the way it is, I'm making plans IRL with Bloodwing on the mortgage stuff. We've been talking a bit more. We've been going out more, enjoying ourselves and staying safe, because of COVID. But with how everything else is going, despite some setbacks, like Stone now hates me because we had a massive miscommunication because his Discord account was rigged weird and I wasn't able to talk to him, but, shit happens. So despite losing, my main financial backer, I'm still trying to go strong here. Also, I redid Patreon, took away some of the higher ranks, because I don't know what I'm going to do with the Patreon, man. I'm trying to think of benefits, but in the meantime, I'm pulling back stuff off that because I can't train anyone on Zeus right now, for example. I'm just way too damn busy. 5 videos a day kind of does that to you. But otherwise, that's it. The 5th upload, sometimes I'm releasing some tutorials. If you have any questions about Arma, specifically Zeusing or like game mechanics, try not to ask scripting questions because I won't know the answer. That's something where you got to go dig it out. But I'll make a little video about it and release it. And that's trying to get me in the mood to actually release the full-on Zeus encyclopedia stuff. But we'll see how things go by the end of this month, and I'll start easing into a few other games, varying the channel, and we'll see just how hard we can grow it. Because at this point, what else do I have, And I know some people are on the fence about certain shorts and whatnot. I'm not going to release one every day, but there will be possibly times where I have a few to release for the channel, just back to back, day to day. But it just depends on what I feel like, because that's like a slot where, in terms of uploading, whatever I decide to release, I'll release. But that's that. So anyway, guys, if you have any specific questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to ask them in the YouTube comments. I will answer them. But I haven't been this excited for how the channel's going to go in a while. But that's also because a lot of the stress factors are coming off. There's no more college to worry about. I have my degree in a package, actually. I'm going to do an unboxing next week, too. I want to do one. We haven't done one in a while. We'll have fun with that. But yeah, I've got my degree in a package. I'm going to make a video as, I guess it would technically be a manifesto. I'll make something inspirational. I don't know, but that's still TBA. But I'm not opening that damn thing, but that's besides the point. I'm going into rambles right now, so I'm going to wrap it up. It's just, I'm excited for where we're going to take the channel. And I will try to make sure there's still an option for everyone to get out the content that I know a lot of you find on my channel that's very niche and you're not going to find anywhere else. I will make sure you're still covered. at the very least with the VOD channel. That is my promise to you. And I'm not going to break that one, I swear. But otherwise, that is it for this little video. Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. I hope you're staying safe among COVID. I know it's been a crazy freaking 18 months, but we're almost done with it, you know? So, thank you for all your time, and I hope to keep seeing you around. Seriously. Without you, this channel would be nothing.